Welcome back for another video, and what we have here today is our first one of the Combaticons. Man, we have Vortex here, and let's jump into the box to start off. So this is what the box looked like, and I'm just so glad that we back to this, bro. We are back to this. Look at this art right here. Looks good. We're back to combiners, bro, and this is the only one we'll be getting this year, I believe, for Bruticus. Should have more on the way, but I'm very excited for it because it's going to be different from the skeleton that we're getting for like Superion and Minosaur, and maybe a little bit different from Devastator too. So we're going to have to see how it turns out. I think it's going to be good. But let's start the yap, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's take a look at our boy Vortex up close. And I think this looks really good, bro. Everything looks nice. Just a nice mix of colors. You got that blue, you got your grays, and then your blacks, and then red for the visor, of course. And everything looks good here. Comes with a multitude of weapons, 2 blasters right here, and then the one in his hand. The first thing I would say I really don't like about this is kind of how this is right here. Let's pop this off. Everything's falling off, y'all. Let's pop this off right here. I wish it was, I guess it's due to design, excuse me, but I wish it was some other way that we could just, I don't know, get this to move around somewhere. I don't really like how it sits like this. It's all right, but it kind of, I don't know. I think on the box it looks like these are supposed to be like this, but if you want to move the arms, you can't really have that right there. So I just have these positioned like this, but it's okay. It's kind of a lot hanging off his hand, but it is what it is. So now with that being said, let's get into this articulation. So first off, we'll start with the back. Of course, he has his propeller, and these can spin around. They spin real good. Now we'll go to his head and get it to move all the way around. He has good head tiltage. He can look down a little bit, can look up. And I really like Transformers that have visors. It really makes sense for an alien robot, in my opinion. Then you have these right here. They can move like so. You can get him in a T-pose, and then he does have a swivel right here. This right here may get in the way a little bit of that, but he can bend 90 degrees. Of course, he doesn't have any wrist rotation or anything like that. Then he has a waist swivel, nice smooth waist swivel. He can kick forward this far, and he can kick backwards this far. You can also get him to do a split if you like. As you see, he has just around 90 at the knee. Kind of looks weird on the inside because of how that looks. But he does get like 90 at the knee. And then you know you have your good ankle tilt. And then you can bend the toes down. You can bend the heel down. But that's more for transformation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get him in his helicopter mode. All right, so here we have him in helicopter mode. And I like it a lot. Other than this part, his head is just hanging out right there, just chilling. But I could not get this part to snap in together. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit of a gap there. I don't know. But I couldn't, this part, I don't know, man. It took me a while, kept coming undone. But other than that, everything sits together. It still sits together solidly, though. I don't think anything will fall apart after I actually got it in there. But it's a nice, cool helicopter mode. Them hits of blue really help it out a lot. I love the colors. And it's kind of, you know, you can't really see any robot stuff other than his head. And I like, you know, I love weapon storage. And you can just pretty much slide those in there and they fit in snug. So I think this is a great start to the Combaticons. Can't wait for ones like Swindle, especially, because that's one of my favorite Combaticons for sure. And yeah, man, just a nice helicopter mode, a nice bot mode, just a great start. And of course, for it to go on Bruticus, I guess it is. Well, it's still going to use more of a skeleton, so this will just tab up there, and I guess you're using these points right here. If you can see all these slots, and probably these, most of these slots is what you'll use to put it in there, and then it'll snap, well, not snap, but break into 2 parts, 2 halves, like how Minosaur and Superion is. So yeah, y'all, thanks for watching this video. It's been your boy Zay, and we gone. Oh yeah, and actually before we went, I wanted to compare this to another one of the helicopters that we got in Shard right here. They're about similar in size. And I love Transformers that have helicopter modes, we need more of them.